So did you? So you saw the video of Matthew Knowles with
Oh
but okay,
dear.
let me see, because you know it's so funny because he was at a damn radio station in DC. Um,
Oh my
it was
gosh.
yeah, the I think it was 93.9 or 90 girl. I
I
think it's
believe
I think
it.
it's 93.9, yeah, but it's Leah Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's Leah's Lemonade. The segment is called Leah's Lemonade, and she was interviewing Matthew Knowles on Instagram Live. And before I play this clip, I just feel like the thing is, it's just so tired in general. The whole Beyonce comparing anyone to Beyonce, that it's tired. But then also, like, I just feel like, and I understand she's a reporter or she's like a media personality. I was like, sis, like, why did you even? Why you ask this question? I feel like this question didn't need to be even be asked to me. Anyway, I'm gonna play the clip. I'm gonna play the clip for you.
Somebody is an idiot.
Okay.
Somebody is an idiot enough to compare her to Beyonce talent-wise?
They say she's literally like a young Beyonce in the making.
I'm
talking about Chloe Bailey.
Question. Are you telling me someone's an idiot enough to compare her to Beyonce talent-wise?
She's very talented, but Beyonce's a
yes or a no? Are there people saying her talent is equal to Beyonce? They're an idiot. Period.
Mm.
Well, there you have it.
Well, there you have it.
That's actually insulting to Beyonce.
Okay, so before I let you talk, this is the other thing too is people put too much weight in what random people on the internet have to say. Like, because that was essentially what fueled that fucking question, that fucking statement. Like, people put way too much weight in random Twitter users. Go ahead, Tommy.
Okay. Girl, I feel like, so who asked the question?
Her name is Leah. It's from 93.9.
So Leah asked the question.
Either 93.9
do you think
99.5, y'all. I don't know, my bad. But it's 93, one of the DC stations.
I don't think it was either, because I've never heard of her.
No, she does. She is. No, she is. I actually when I be driving out here, her little segment.
Oh, okay.
She usually comes on in the evening time.
So here's the thing. So I don't think, of course, always comparing Beyonce it is tired. But because, Beyonce signed these young ladies, I feel like it's going to be a redundant question. Like, oh, for the girls, gonna be like, oh, how does it feel to be signed on Beyonce? Does Beyonce coach you on this? Da, 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 da. So of course, she's, whoever this interviewer was, she's gonna ask Matthew Knowles, like, how do you feel about people, Twitter users comparing, saying that Chloe Bailey is the young Beyonce.
And that's his daughter too. Like, that's weird. This is the thing. If I ever get the chance to interview Chloe and Halle, I damn sure would not bring up nothing about Beyonce. I wouldn't. I swear I wouldn't.
But I mean, the thing is that I feel like they're gonna ask questions about that, because that's his daughter, and those are two young ladies that she signed. You know what I'm saying? So as an interviewer, to spice things up, they're gonna do that.
My whole thing is, as an interviewer, find a more clever way to have an entertaining interview, because they all do that same shit.
Well, it sure was entertaining because it's on the Shade Room. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't matter, good publicity, bad publicity, it's still publicity. It got it on the Shade Room. It's on the blogs. We're talking about it. You see what I'm saying? But my thing is, one, I feel like there's a way to praise someone without making the other person that's being compared look so small.
Yeah, because like he definitely, him saying that, or just his reaction to that, definitely downplay. And first of all, Chloe and Halle are very fucking super.
I feel like
talented.
They're gonna be.
They can play 50 instruments, and Chloe produces most of their songs on their projects. They write most of their shit. Like, they're super duper fucking uber talented. So it definitely downplayed their talent. And then on top of that, Chloe is a totally different artist from Beyonce.
Yeah.
Why do you think? Why do you think that they even did that? Like, you think because Chloe shows like a little bit of curves that they want to
I
say
don't
Beyonce all of
think.
a sudden?
I think it's just the Chloe has a bit of. She has a bit more sass. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
On stage, Chloe has a bit more sass, so I kind of could see why they would, people would spur up some questions like that. But my thing was like, I love Matthew Knowles and like what he's done to build Beyonce's help to build Beyonce's career and the Destiny's Child era and everything. I like, as a parent, like, that's amazing, but you can also see how it gets a little bit excessive. You know what I mean?
Excessive, or like blurred, or
no, excessive, like, obsessing over the fact that like this is something that he created or was a part of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can, but then again, I don't know. I can't really speak too much on it because he is a parent. I don't know what it's like.
Like, he made her and he made her.
Yeah,
is it like that?
No, I think it's more so like he helped to create her, help with her career. And it's like, it's like, from a parent's point of view, this is the best thing. This is the absolute best. My daughter is the absolute best. How dare you?
She is the standard. Yeah.
And it's true. It is true. Beyonce is the standard. So it's like, how dare you even try to compare anyone to my daughter?
He said that young lady. and I didn't say the whole.
But so like from a parent's point of view, I understand it. But the fact that he had to belittle Chloe is like, that was not necessary.
And Holly was like tweeting little subs about it.
Oh yeah, Holly. Yeah, she just
because literally every couple days, this Chloe and Holly.
Chloe's always
something happened. And one reason why I said that we need to stop putting value in random Twitter users is because that wasn't the whole clip. I saw another part of that clip, and another part of that clip, when she was like asking him that question, she was saying like, yeah, like people said something about like her, if she played her in a biopic, she could play her in a biopic or whatever. And like he said, you talking about a movie, but you talking about in real life. What are you talking about? That's when she was clarifying and stuff. But like, who said? I never heard anybody say that Chloe could play Beyonce in a damn biopic. Who said? It's just people. We bring value into. We highlight randoms. We just highlight random shit. I'm like, a biopic.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I feel like, but
would that even work?
Twitter's becoming the new news. Twitter's becoming the new blogs. Twitter's like, you have like, you can say anything and it'll be praised.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So girl,
we're on the same page though.
I feel like that it just wasn't necessary. It wasn't necessary to insult, but from a parent's standpoint, I get it. But it just wasn't right to me.
I think
it just wasn't right to say. He could have said it in a different way.
I think he could have taken the high road completely, saying like, he could have just like laughed it off and said like, people will say anything. He could have just said that because he's been in the music industry forever.
But
so
I
like,
think he's always been very aggressive when it comes to his daughter.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to his children, like, don't even try to talk about my kids. Don't even try to downplay my kids. Like, they're the best thing. Like, so like I said, excessive. You know what I mean? And it's understandable because he's a parent, but like, he trained them. He trained them. He had them jogging around in a circle, singing shit. Absolutely. And like, so, and another thing is like, he knows, firsthand in and out of what it takes to even build a superstar.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I could understand why where the frustration was coming from. Like, I don't think that's a question that should have been asked, or if it was supposed to be asked, it should have been asked in a different way.
Or not asked at all. Just
or not asked at all. But
the way it was just, if you wanted to bring up Beyonce real bad, find another way to bring up Beyonce, but don't bring it up to someone else's expense. And then also him just reacting to it the way he did was just like, that young lady, really? Her?
I could have just
That
yeah.
peasant? But
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it was kind of sounding like that. Like, but it was a little unfortunate.
Yeah, but he do be riding for his kids.
You would think though that he would, be extremely pro Chloe and Halle.
Because he usually recognizes talent. But I guess when it comes to Beyonce, like his Beyonce is like you can't really see straight.
I really would I'm a little interested to know what Beyonce and Matthew Knowles' relationship is like.
You
right
know that
now.
she like sue him or something or fire him?
She did sue
something
him.
Happened with something.
She did sue him, and she
I'm
did
sure they
fire
had a phone
him.
conversation about this, though. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure she probably gave him a phone call, or she definitely probably gave Chloe or somebody a phone call or something. Because those are her artists and stuff. So I definitely think there were calls made.
Like, does he support?
I'm sure that he recognizes their talent, and I'm sure that's like the priority for him. Like I definitely think that. For sure.
I guess I'm seeing it as, if you see that your child is this superstar, you will want to support every little thing that she does.
I think he supports them.
But that's just, then you wouldn't say something like that. That's just off.
I definitely think he met them.
I feel like
maybe
you just, if that's the case, then you wouldn't talk about it like that. You know what I mean? That young lady, like you just, I don't know. It's a deep situation. I don't want to speak too much on it because I like Matthew Knowles. If I were to meet him, like I would love to get some advice from him. Just
he's done with the music business. That's why he was like going on that little press tour. He was like announcing his like departure from the music industry or whatever the fuck. So,
yeah. But I feel like he's very knowledgeable about how to develop an artist. So maybe there's something that he knows that we don't know. I don't know.
I love the way that he talks about Solange too.
Yeah.
Like he will always say
like he ride and die for his kids.
Yeah, like I loved how he because people at one point people would ask like, well, oh, why didn't Solange get into Destiny's Child when they had that whole little group apparently
I did read something somewhere where it said that Solange was supposed to be a part of Destiny's Child.
Kept saying no. She kept saying no. She didn't want to be.
She didn't want to do that because she wanted to be her own artist.
Yeah, and that's why she named the album Solo Star. Her first album, yeah. So she didn't want to be in it, and him and Tina were always like, yeah, Solange. She's always been different. She's always been her own girl. The way she dresses, this, that. So they definitely I love how they show their affection to both of their kids equally when it comes to the public eye.
Yeah.